The dating scene in Nigeria is in shambles today, and women cost it. And I'm going to give you a reason why that is so. You see, today, a lot of women don't know what they want in a man. It's like their dream guy changes every week. This week is I want a tall guy who's skinny. Then next week I want a dark guy who has broad shoulders, who goes to the gym. It's not consistent. So that's one. The second one is a lot of women these days, or ladies these days, are not willing to put in the effort when it comes to dating. You take them out on a date and they sit there and their mindset is, oh yeah, entertain me. You are the one that will have to lead the conversation. You are the one that is doing all the talking, and all she's doing is just, oh yes, and no, I don't like it. No, yes, You can see that again when you slide into their DM. Oh, hello, how are you doing? Fine. Okay, how did your day go? Everything is well. Oh, what are you up to today? Oh, nothing much. Like, they give you one-line answers. They are stingy with communication. You see, so that is another thing that happens. A third thing that happens is a lot of women these days are boring. And what I mean by boring is they don't have exciting things going on in their life. They live a restricted life, and you can tell when you communicate with them, because all they want to tell you about is their problems and their trials and tribulations. They don't have stories to tell you or something exciting happening in their life. And you can see this. If you want to try this, go on a date with a woman and don't do the talking. Don't lead the conversation as a man. Just lay back and watch her try and lead the conversation, and you can see that there'll be nothing much to talk about. Another thing again, that reason again why the dating scene is a problem today is number 4 is that a lot of women these days, right, they overestimate their beauty. And it's something that happens quite often. Because you have a nice wig, nice makeup, and nice dress, you look beautiful, and nobody's disputing that. But you look beautiful, but then you now start assuming that because you are beautiful, you deserve, you deserve the whole world. You deserve a man that is so rare. You overestimate your beauty and think that, oh, just beauty is enough for you. Beauty is enough for you to get a man of your dreams. It's not enough. And that reason again is a lot of ladies these days, they have bad attitude. And a lot of them, you notice that when you criticize them, they cannot take criticism. Or if anything happens, they snap and they tell you, oh, this is who I am. If you don't like me for who I am, they have bad attitude, and many of them don't want to check that bad attitude. They don't want to get rid of that bad attitude. So these are some of the reasons why things don't work out. And finally, like I said, many of them have unrealistic standards. You want a guy in his 20s that make $1 million a month. You want a guy in his 30s that can give you 500,000 a month. It's unrealistic. So these are some of the reasons why the dating scene in Nigeria is a problem.